Giants are +6 on the road. Cowboys -6. Cowboys look pretty good actually against the Eagles. Um, Dak Prescott looked good. I thought they fared a lot better than I thought they would. On the other side, the Giants just, I mean, that offense can't get anything going. I do love the Giants defense, but is that enough? I mean, can they put the points on the board? I hate to do this, but I got to be the guy that takes the Giants again, +6. Oh man.
Once bitten, twice shy. I watched that game, and I was really pro New York, even possibly to upset in week one. Russell Wilson in the big market, they got to sell tickets. So why the hell not? Yeah, I was wrong on that. I didn't really play too much into it, but I certainly went on record saying I like them.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah.
but
So
I can't not again. Russell Wilson, he's even slower than I remember him. And Dallas, they now have, they've got a legitimate 1-2 combo for Dak in the wide receiver spot. Still got a serviceable tight end. They were moving the defensive line, and so I think that Javante should actually have some good room to run. They were passing the ball to him, and like you said, Dak looked real good. So I'll lay those points.
mhm. I just don't think the Giants are going to lay a goose egg. Well, not a goose egg, but when they have 6 points, they can't have that bad of a week twice. All they got to do is get a couple touchdowns, 2 touchdowns, maybe a field goal or two, and they should be able to cover that spread because that defense is going to keep Dallas's offense down, I believe. But I don't know. Time will tell. We'll see. Next.
Matt, I'll say this: if this game were like on a Thursday night or a Monday
Mm-hmm.
night, I would totally be on your side of that because I know that there should be more money on Dallas on this.
Right.
But the fact that it's part of a full slate doesn't really scare me. I don't see that.
I see. Yeah, it's going to get kind of lost, and no one's really, it kind of makes sense. One of those games where Dallas could just kind of quietly take care of business, and yeah, when no one really thinks about it, it just gets forgotten. It is the big divisional matchup, but usually to see this divisional matchup at this time slot, it tells you a lot about where these two teams have been in the last few years. That this is the scheduled time slot that this game gets. Interesting.
Good take.
But yeah, anyway, the first game we discussed for Sunday was the Giants and the Cowboys. The Giants were +6. That line has moved to +4.5 for the Giants. So, and originally I was on the Giants and you were on the Cowboys, but now, especially with that line movement and rewatching the game, just seeing how bad the Giants' offense is, I'm really liking the Cowboys at home -4.5.
Come on, man. Is this a forensic show or what? So you had the worst team getting 6 points on the road, and they've just been bet down 1.5 to 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
Now I like the Giants to win on the money line.
Right. Yep.
That's what that movement tells me. There's no way that the money would move that much for the Giants in the Giants as bad as they are versus Dallas.
Mm-hmm.
Not that Dallas is anything great, but I mean, there's no reason. This reminds me last year of the when I picked out the gate the Browns to win on the money line in Baltimore.
Mm-hmm.
At first, okay, there's the line, but then the money, it was like a full 1.5 that it moved towards the worst team, and they won that game outright. So I will follow that, and I'll take the Giants again, just like last week when I was wrong about them. Mm-hmm. I said, hey, look, they've got the dinosaur Russell Wilson. Big media market, they got to win or their season's over and it's terrible. Yeah. But this could also be the game where either injury or just poor performance sets the stage for your boy, Jackson Dart, whom I think still has plenty of time to win Rookie of the Year. Count it as you heard it here first.
Well, here's the thing. If he's going to get in and do that, then they need to really drop this one, in my opinion. It's not like he checks into the ball game and the Giants come out and win this game. I think it's more like, man, Russell Wilson took a dump on the field again. Do we go with Jackson Dart? Is Jameis Winston still there? He might even get a game if he's still in the quarterback room before they move on to Dart. I think Dart's more of like a week 7 kind of guy.
Actually, check this out. No, Jackson Dart last week before the game was moved to second on the depth chart. So he's already passed up Jameis Winston, and that's already a thing. So
Yeah.
he's man up.
Yeah, he's next on the. But sometimes you know how it is when you have the rookie quarterback. You know, Russell Wilson gets injured or cut or whatever happens. You know, gets placed on IR. Sometimes you don't want to force that guy in, and then they bring in the veteran to come in and kind of play. The wait till is he really ready? NFL's kind of changed. I mean, look at Cam Ward. They stuff him right in right away, and that's if you're a number one pick. You know, but it's just we'll see what happens. But yeah, I love Jackson Dart, and I think the sooner he gets in and leads that franchise, the better.
Yeah, and you're absolutely right. And in fact, you were all over. You even had Dart's team, Ole Miss to win it all last year in college, and they were a very, very strong team. They just sputtered a couple of games, and really, they kind of choked it away in a couple of games they should have won, including Kentucky. But anyway, I like Jackson Dart. I think he's going to get in, but I think Russell Wilson's really important to that team for the tutelage. He's a great locker room team guy. He will definitely help Dart, but they're going to have to move Wilson out of the way, give him a clipboard, and have him be the guy that's just kind of counseling him along the way. Because he's got everything over Russell Wilson at this point. So all Russell Wilson needs to do, instead of taking a knee, maybe he'll take a hip. Break that hip like the old man he is, and he's done. But I think he's great for that team, but not as their starter.